What's good, y'all? So, we are officially 1 week away before the next WWE pay per view, the 2023 Backlash Premium Live event. So, here are my predictions for the show because pretty much this card is finalized. So, let's not waste your time. Let's get straight to it. And I thought what better way to get started with prediction show by having a first time ever matchup, Seth Rollins versus Omos. Now, considering that this is the first time I'm actually talking about Seth Rollins versus Omos, everyone's been pretty much crapping over this match. I mean, this match has no real progression, no real story, no real reason as to why Seth and Omos are facing each other. But nonetheless, I still think this should be a really good match. Seth Rollins, I feel like, is at the point of his career where he could put on a really good match with anybody. And Omos, as much as a lot of people don't like him, he isn't that bad in the ring. Like I would say, the Great Khali or maybe even Giant Gonzalez was way worse wrestlers than Omos. So I think this could be somewhat of a pretty solid David versus Goliath story here. I do think Seth Rollins is going to pick up the win though. If Omos does win this match, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a shocker. But I think Rollins might end up winning this one here, especially with this whole WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament that's probably gonna happen after Backlash. Seth Rollins is probably gonna really want to put his name into that bracket. So next we have a six-man tag team match play, kind of similar to last year because last year it was the Bloodline versus RK Bro and Drew McIntyre, but in this case it's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, the tag team champions, or at least because I am recording this video on a Friday, they're probably not the tag team champions. My prediction, they still are, but they're teaming up with Matt Riddle to take on the Usos, Solo Sequoia, the Bloodline, and this should be a pretty good six-man tag team match. These are really good competitors. Um, I do think this is going to be a scenario where the baby faces win, though, considering everything that's been going on with the past couple of weeks, the Bloodline just taking over and just dominating every time they see Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Riddle. So I do think Riddle, Sami, and KO do get the win here. Next, we have a triple threat match for the United States Championship. Bobby Lashley, Austin Theory, and Bronson Reed here, and I feel like we're gonna get an upset here. I think this might be the night where we see a new champion here. I feel like Bronson Reed is gonna beat Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley and become the new United States champion. Just something tells me like that they want to do somewhere. They just shock the world here, and I feel like they could do that somewhat by having Bronson Reed win here. Um, with that being said, I do think this is going to be a really good triple threat match. These are really good competitors. You know, I feel bad for Theory because poor guy's going to get crushed by Bronson Reed and Bobby. But then again, Bronson Reed and Theory might, because they're the two heels in this match, they're probably going to team up on Bobby anyway. So we'll see what happens. But next, now moving on with the women, we got the Raw Women's Title match: Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, and you know Io Sky, she's gonna put up a really good performance. We all know how really good Io Sky is, but she ain't gonna beat Bianca Belair, man. Like Bianca Belair, you know, people are obviously they're like, oh, why is Bianca still champion? She's been champion for a year now, but like outside of Asuka, when you look at the Raw, and me personally, I personally think Asuka's gonna end up getting drafted to SmackDown. But when you look at the Raw roster, there is legitimately, and I mean legitimately, no one that is really credible enough to face Bianca. Don't start with Bayley because Bayley has lost to Bianca 100 times already, so she is not credible enough. Freaking again, there's just really no one on that show that is credible enough to beat and face Bianca. And Io, like I said, she's gonna put up a good performance, and I could see Damage Control probably trying to interfere in this match. Like Bayley and Io's like, "What are you doing?" And that's gonna probably cost them the match right there because I do think that we are getting the beginning of the end for Damage Control because I feel like that group is gonna come to an end pretty soon. Rather be the draft or attack or something like that. But the other women's match here, we got Rhea Ripley defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Zelina Vega. This is gonna be pretty good, man. Zelina Vega, it's really great to see she's getting an opportunity, pretty much in her homeland in Puerto Rico. It's just a shame that her family and friends are gonna be there, and yet she's not gonna beat Rhea Ripley. It sucks. Rhea's gonna. I won't be surprised if Rhea might get cheered. People love Rhea Ripley. People love Rhea Ripley, but Rhea's gonna retain her title here. But this should be a solid match, and Zelina should. They should have a moment where it seems like Zelina is gonna beat Rhea, but in the end, Rhea's gonna beat Zelina. I really feel bad for Zelina because she's really cool, but she ain't gonna beat Rhea. She ain't gonna beat her. Oh man, this is a match I'm really looking forward to now. And honestly, if Cody and Brock, because I feel like that match is main event in the show, which is why I'm putting that prediction on for last, I feel like this would definitely be the main event of the show, considering that this whole pay-per-view is pretty much based around this guy. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. Who would have thunk it that, when they teamed up at WrestleMania, these guys were going to be best friends forever. And now they're literally facing each other in a street fight. And this is going to be good, man. This is going to be good, And I could say Damian Priest, considering that, he's going to continue to be on programming and he can get the heel heat. But again, this whole pay-per-view, this whole WWE beating Puerto Rico for Bad Bunny, to have Bad Bunny lose after all this promotion stuff, I don't see it happening. I think Bad Bunny picks up the win. I think he defeats Damian Priest, and I think this should be a really good street fight match. I really think this is going to be good. So, very excited for that. Main event time, and what will most likely be the main event, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Again, who would have thought in a million years you would say Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar face-to-face, one-on-one. You never thought it. Years ago when Cody Rhodes was Stardust or when he was dashing, he wouldn't even dare to even step into the same direction of Brock Lesnar, let alone step up to him and challenge him to a match for a pay-per-view. And this is actually one of those matches you would think would happen on like a Big Four pay-per-view, but this is literally on a B-level show like Backlash. But then again, this B-level show is going to be an A show in my opinion. Who do I think gets to win here? This is gonna shock a lot of people. I think Brock is gonna again. This is just my opinion, my prediction. I think Brock beats Cody. I'm just gonna say it. If Cody beats Brock, I'm cool. But my prediction, I feel like they might end up having Brock just completely ruin Cody. I mean, he just wrecks Cody. Cody might get a few shots in, but Brock wins the match, especially if they want to play into the story. Like, yeah, Cody needs to, like his dad, he needs to have some hard times. And what another way to suffer another setback is by losing to the beast Brock Lesnar. But nonetheless, this should be a really good main event match. This should be really good stuff. And very excited to see this entire pay-per-view. So, yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy my WWE Backlash 2023 preview and predictions. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.